Hey everyone, so this is my video response to Juicy Star 07's Throughout the Years videos, and what she does is she's following other YouTubers' examples, but anyway, I'm following her examples, so I'm going to talk about what she's doing. She's doing a bunch of these videos on pretty much how you progress through the years, like from preschool to kindergarten to grade 1, so on. So I'm keeping up with it because, in a way it's like, what's the point of watching these videos? You're just listening to some like random person's memories. But I don't know, for me I find it interesting to hear what other people have to say, so I'm just gonna keep on doing it just for the sake of doing something. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just really amused right now because my laptop it's like a disaster zone because I have an NEC Versa. It's amusing me right now is to muffle the sound of the humming. I've got like this bed sheet over my laptop like vent, so it's like hanging over the edge. And on top of my laptop, I have Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer. I'm using it as sort of a pedestal for my microphone, so that my microphone like picks up my talking better, which I don't know how it works, but that's my reasoning. I look like my head has like an indentation because of light. Anyway, bad video settings, whatever. I am still sick. Like, I did my last YouTube video 5 days ago, and in that I said I was sick, and I said, you know what, the next one, like my next video will be more chirpy, but here I am and I'm still sick, and I'm like getting worse from the looks of it, but I'm just determined not to stay in bed, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm gonna do something productive with my time. I'm not going to let myself be sick. Like, I hate lying around in bed, I hate resting, I hate naps, I just hate sleeping, period. So anyway, I'm going to actually do 2 in 1 with this video. Like, I'm going to do kindergarten and first grade because, to be honest, I don't remember much from when I was younger, like from when I was like 4 or 5, whatever. I just don't know why, but I really don't remember much. So I'm going to kill, you know, 2 videos and just do it in one, just to be easy. So yeah, without further ado, because I only have 10 minutes and I know I've been rambling. Kindergarten. Okay, so what do I remember from kindergarten? I remember I went to this kindergarten at this school called Dovercourt in Singapore, and all I just remember from kindergarten was the fact that, I was like kind of excited to be wearing this green and white uniform. Like, it was green and white stripes with the school crest on the side. It was like this really cute kind of dress and everything. And it was like an improvement from my preschool uniform, which I should have talked about in my preschool video, like I realized later, but my preschool uniform was atrocious. Yes, we had a uniform, and it was like orange and brown, and it was like, no, it was like orange and white checkers, and a brown bow, and like brown edging, and it was just, I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't the most like flattering preschool uniform. So yeah. Anyway, I was like really happy when I went to kindergarten because the uniforms were green and like green and white, but like green, and my favorite color is green. So yeah, perk of my life. So anyway, what else do I remember? Yeah, kindergarten was sort of this. It was the year in which I started losing my eyesight. Like, one day when I was going to kindergarten, I was about to leave home, and I noticed my vision just suddenly went from clear to blurry. Couldn't blink it away, it wouldn't go away for anything. So I went and told my mom, and I ended up missing school for it because she took me to my optician. Oh my gosh, I've had bad eyesight for like my whole life, and I don't know what an eye doctor is called. An optician, yeah. So anyway, I went to an optician, and there was a tick stuck on my eye, which was so weird. Like, they put me in surgery straight away. Yeah, I had surgery to take a tick off my eyeball. That tick actually saved my life, as I learned later on, because my optician was like, did you know that this is what she told my parents, did you know your child has myopia? And myopia is like, it's a disease, but not really, contagious disease, whatever. It's like just essentially where your eyesight gets progressively worse because your eyeball grows too, like normal people, their eyeballs grow bigger, but people with myopia, like our eyeballs grow really, really big. And the distance from the front of your eye and the back of the eye, it's so far that your eyesight, just Google it. I'm not gonna explain it because it still confuses me as well, even though I've had it for like my whole life. That's really weird. How can I not know about something I have? Anyway, that's how much I care about my eyesight. Wow. So irresponsible. Don't be like me. Anyway, so in kindergarten I discovered I had myopia, and I got put in glasses. Like, I had Harry Potter glasses and everything, and I remember going to school and just trying to adjust with the glasses, and people thought I was a boy because I had this like short pixie mushroomy cut, and I look like a boy. Like, I think I'll still look like a boy if you cut my hair short. Great memory. Oh, actually in kindergarten, I think we had this sort of class type where it was kindergarten and first grade together. Yeah, that's what. Our class was the type where it was like a mixed class of first graders and kindergarteners, so I was like in the kindergarteners section. And a lot of my friends, like my first friends, were first graders. Like, I have a really good family friend who I met in kindergarten, but he was in first grade. So yeah, that was like the really cool thing about my school. Like, they mixed us together. I don't know why they did it, but I guess it was just sort of like I don't know, maybe just integrate us that way, or maybe they just had no space. And that was kindergarten for me. Like, I don't remember much else. I can describe my classroom, but what's the point of that? It was like a regular classroom with like bookshelves and the bag shelves, whatever. First grade. Okay, first grade was when I really started making friends. I had two best friends, and I'm still in touch with one of them, which is really cool, but we're not like best friends anymore because what happened was one day, it was the end of class, and we were standing in line for the buses, and there was this girl standing in front of me, and she had this cute swan keychain on her bag, and I don't know what I actually don't remember much, except I reached out, and I don't know if I squeezed it, but it just gave one of those like loud squeaks, like it was one of those squeaky toy kind of things. And anyway, it gave a loud squeak, and she turned around and she looked at me, and I kind of like smiled at her like, oops, and she smiled back, and that's how I met Renee. She's my best friend, and we've been best friends for like since first grade up until now. We've been just so close, and she's like my twin sister. So yeah, from that day onwards, like, Renee was my best friend at school, and we used to pretend that we were twins because we both kind of look the same. I don't know, that's like kind of weird, but anyway, we just pretended like we were twins and everything, and we were sisters and we were related. So I remember meeting Renee in first grade, and also I just remember like a lot of events in first grade, like National Day or Sports Day, those kind of things, like which you first get into when you start school. So I thought that was really cool. Like, I was a really active kid in a way. Like, I like sports, I like games and all that, so that was really cool to get into those events and stuff. And also, one significant thing I remember was where our play area was. It was technically like a bunch of stairs, and then it just went into this kind of bowl in a way, and it looked like an empty swimming pool, except that you couldn't exactly fill it up with water. But I always imagined that if you filled it up with water, like, it would be a swimming pool because it had the stairs and everything, but obviously it wasn't. It was our play area. And I just remember we used to play in that area, like with our soft toys or whatever. Also, oh, one other thing I remember about first grade was we used to we used to bring lunch boxes and stuff for recess time, obviously. And anyway, I just remember all of us sharing food, and just like, we used to swap food, or we used to give each other a little bit. Like, I guess you do that when you're a little kid, share food. I don't know, like, I don't do that anymore. I'm not like one to share food with people. I'm very particular about my food. I get cranky if I don't eat food, like, for a very long time. Yeah, weird fact. So anyway, that's like my video for today, like on kindergarten, first grade. Until next time, bye!